Hello and welcome to Paul Outdoors. I hope that you're well. Thank you for joining me for today's video titled Growing Air Pruned Oak Trees Part 1. Yes, something a little bit different from me today, but something that is very close to my heart and hopefully yours, and that is growing trees and planting them on for the future. Through the window and beyond my garden hedge you can see a beautiful mature oak tree, and on the windowsill there are actually 10 young oak seedlings that have sprouted and are growing on strongly, derived from acorns collected locally, mainly from in and around the trail cam wood sort of area, and some were actually collected from the very tree you can see on the screen. Now I think that I collected over 100 acorns in total, as well as pushing hundreds more into the soil in and around trail cam wood, pushing them in below ground level to protect them from the elements and the squirrels, etc., in suitable places, hoping that they would sprout and grow and prosper. So I guess only time will tell. I know that the observant among you will have already noticed that these oaks are growing in disposable takeaway Cafe Nero coffee cups, and yes, those who know me will confirm that I do like a coffee or three, and Greta will be proud of my recycling endeavours, I'm sure. But there is a twist, as there are 2 cups per oak tree. The top or upright cup has the young seedling growing in it in the conventional manner with drainage holes in the bottom, whilst the second cup is upside down with a V slot cut into the bottom, and this cup is used as the support for the top cup, and it will also allow oxygen to get to any protruding roots from above by providing an air gap to allow air pruning of the roots. This air gap effectively air prunes any protruding roots, as the roots die off when they come into contact with oxygen. This encourages a more fibrous root system inside the pot that allows the seedlings to remain in the pots for longer than would normally be the case, meaning that more plants can be grown in a smaller space, but more about that in part 2. In this example here, the roots have protruded through the bottom of the pot and didn't die off because I'd forgotten to cut the V slot in the bottom cup. As soon as I did that, they died off and are now very brittle, as you could see. These seedlings have been on this windowsill since the beginning of the year with no top growth initially. The acorns had sprouted and were carefully placed in the cups, watered when necessary, and allowed to develop in this protected environment. Back in 2010, I planted over 20 oaks in and around trail cam wood that I grew in this very same way. Some are now up to 20 feet tall and doing really well. There is a link to the video in the video description box below that I filmed during February 2018 that took a look at their progress. Please take a look. So like I've said before, please come back for part 2 to see what has happened to the rest of the acorns. Until then, thank you for watching and please leave a comment below.